Hi friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, I am going to explain my experience with Ayurvedic medicines for autoimmunity disorder, which is CIDP and GBS. I would like to tell few things here before you move on into the video. I am going to talk about only the GBS and CIDP immunity disorders, which are neurological disorders, and the treatment of Ayurveda for these diseases based on my experience. The other point is, I am not a medical professional nor a doctor, and this video is not for medical advice. It's only for your awareness. The one more point I would like to tell here is, we have very few videos explaining about these particular diseases and their treatment, and extremely rare videos of Ayurveda treatment for these diseases, and especially Indian videos, almost rare or nil, we can say, based on the Ayurveda treatment. So with these points, I'd like to move on to the video. So firstly, if anyone gets this CIDP disease or GBS disease, in my opinion, the best advice is to approach allopathic, that is English doctors, first for the treatment and for the immediate recovery. So I won't suggest to approach Ayurvedic as a first choice or the immediate choice, in other words, because there are proven treatments which can give you a start of recovery from these diseases with the allopathic treatments. However, I don't say don't go for Ayurveda, don't go for homeopathy. Okay, so I will come to that in detail about the Ayurveda. So, but the first suggestion is the immediate treatment, you please go for allopathic. Okay, and please remember one thing, whether it is allopathic or Ayurveda or homeopathy, whatever it is, I did not find any doctor who has assured a recovery or complete recovery from this disease. No doctor has told that this disease can be cured. So this fact you please remember, and nothing to worry. First of all, it's only, see, even sugar, BP or such diseases also, have you seen anybody who has completely recovered from sugar, BP? I have not seen anywhere. So first of all, don't worry, but please try to know that there is no complete recovery which is assured by any doctor whom I approached. Okay, now first you get treatment of allopathic. Sometimes it may be expensive also, but there are proven treatments with which the patient has to first get recovered a bit at least. So slowly, then you slowly means maybe within a month or two, you can start approaching Ayurvedic medicines. You can start approaching Ayurvedic doctors. Now again, the question here is whether all Ayurvedic doctors are expert to treat disease, or any Ayurveda hospital anywhere in the country can treat this disease, or is there any way that we can completely recover from Ayurveda? So there are many questions that come to mind when you think of Ayurveda for treatment of these diseases. Right. The thing here is, I don't think that every Ayurvedic doctor will be able to treat this. That's my experience, I'm saying. So I've approached based on the feedback. I've taken opinions of many people, online reviews, and I approached at least around 3 expert doctors in the field of Ayurveda. When I approached with the CIDP, the answer that I got from everywhere, in fact, not only Ayurvedic, from everywhere, that this is going to be a tough disease. There won't be a permanent cure for this, but we'll put our best efforts in this treatment. Right, with this assurance, I went ahead, and couple of doctors made their best efforts, but I could not find any recovery due to that. Of course, I was parallelly going through the allopathic treatment, but I could sense that the Ayurvedic medicine which I was getting from them was not of use for me. And I don't say that those doctors cannot treat anybody. It doesn't mean so, but their treatment was not working for me. So it so happens that some doctors will be able to treat some patients, but the same doctors may not be able to treat the other patients for the same disease. So it can happen. So for me, it didn't happen with a couple of doctors. Then I approached the third place of Ayurveda, which I am going to tell you in detail in this video. And before I move on to that topic, I also would like to tell you, using Ayurveda medicine along with the allopathic medicine in parallel is purely your personal choice, and I don't have any recommendation or any discouragement to follow both the medicines in parallel. However, I would say that I have used allopathic and Ayurvedic medicine in parallel for this disease, and with God's grace, it's going fine. However, it's important to inform at least the Ayurvedic doctors that if the allopathic medicines, that what you are using and what kind of symptoms are being continued and what is the dosage of medicine, etc. So explain the details of your particular condition and the medicines being used, explain to them, take their advice whether to continue Ayurvedic medicine, whether to start Ayurvedic medicine, whether it should be along in parallel with allopathy or should I stop allopathy. That kind of an advice you please take from the concerned Ayurvedic professional. However, in my experience, I would suggest please do not stop allopathic medicine just for the reason of starting Ayurvedic medicine. So allopathic treatment, let it be continued until the advice comes from an allopathic doctor. Okay, so the parallel Ayurveda medicine, you can always continue taking the advice of Ayurvedic doctor. And particularly in the case of GBS, which is a really very acute disease compared to CIDP, which means the damage to the nerves which makes paralyze the both legs or even sometimes both hands together will happen within few hours in case of GBS, compared to CIDP where it takes few weeks or sometimes more than couple of months in order to reach a state where it takes only few hours in case of GBS. So having such kind of a rapid damage to the nerves of the hands and legs, it is not advisable to depend on Ayurveda as an immediate treatment as soon as GBS is found. However, the treatment of allopathic sometimes involves steroids and sometimes very expensive medicines. So whatsoever the reason, finally it may be an option of Ayurveda for many of Indians, especially at least after this pandemic situation. The importance of Ayurveda has been understood by most of the people than before. In this view, I would like to tell you one hospital of Ayurveda where I have approached and got some benefit out of it for curing of CIDP. So I am going to show you some photos and videos of the hospital also, which I have in this video. So the place is Gurumatkal. I repeat, it is Gurumatkal in the state of Karnataka, the border of Telangana, in the district of Yadgir, Yadgir. It is not Yadagiri, which is in Telangana, but this is Yadgir district of Karnataka. This hospital has qualified Ayurvedic doctors. By the way, this video is not for marketing or advertising of any of the hospitals, including this Gurumatkal hospital. However, I would like to give you an awareness of hospital wherein I got a benefit through this video and nothing else. So this hospital works on every day with a weekly holiday of Thursday and holiday during the public holidays. And this is located in a village called Gurumatkal. It has a complete facility of a clinic and no admission. It has parking space which is adequate of few vehicles can be, few four-wheelers can be parked. This hospital has few qualified Ayurvedic doctors who use the medicine of Ayurveda. So the name of the hospital is Dhanvantari Ayurveda Hospital. They are very popular for treating paralysis, which is also another neurological problem. In this view only I approached them, being CIDP or GBS, both being a neurological disorders, I approached them since they are already into the neurological problems. So This hospital works entire week except Thursday being the weekly holiday, and also holiday for public holidays. And it has some you can reach this place from Hyderabad in about 3 hours. It's about 150 kilometers from Hyderabad. I just show you on the screen the best route to reach there. It will be through Shankapalli and Pargi, and then to Gurumatkal. The hospital has some space for parking of the four-wheelers also, and so you can travel even by your own vehicle of four-wheeler from Hyderabad if you'd like to. And it is recommended that the first time visit must be along with the patient to the hospital, explain all the symptoms, all the problems, and get their advice and their medicines. So usually they offer 1 month medicine for you, and will ask you to come back after a month of medicine and then advise for another 1 month. However, based on your condition, they may ask you to come for first 2 or 3 times along with the patient. Later, based on the improvement, even a attendant of patient, somebody can go on behalf of patient, explain the symptoms of the patient and get the medicine for the month. So, and one question here comes in many in the mind of many people, that how long this medicine has to be used and how this works, what is actual treatment goes on, what is the actual problem they treat for. So all these questions I may not be able to answer, but one question I would say, for autoimmunity disorder, all the doctors whom I approached, nobody could say how long or how much period the medicine has to be continued. May it be allopathic, may it be Ayurvedic, may it be homeopathic. So similarly, even this hospital also will not be probably able to say how long the medicine has to be continued. So they usually suggest some medicines along with some diet control for a particular period, which they explain while offering the medicine. So though you're advised with the medicine for a month period, so considering the present pandemic situation and based on your condition of the disease, you can always request them to offer medicine for more than a month, probably for 2 months. However, based on your condition and growth only, they'll be able to accept your request, whether it's 1 month or more than a month. So friends, I've been using the medicine from this hospital along with allopathic for more than 2 years, and I could see really a visible improvement in the CIDP, and with the grace of God, I am able to do many things on my own. I am able to function much better than before. So I suggest, if there is a way for you, you can always give it a try with Ayurveda also for the treatment of autoimmune disorders, especially CIDP and GBS. So friends, keep watching my videos. Please subscribe to the channel. Just for the benefit of many people across India, I'd like to post few more videos regarding autoimmunity disorders and share my knowledge, what I gained through my experience. Thank you for watching.